taking a moment to acknowledge what happened in 1979. I remember well the Iranian Revolution for freedom. They wanted to throw off the chains of one-party rule where they could actually choose their leadership and who oversaw their country and who governed it. Of course, it didn't work out the way that they had hoped it would, and we know the American story as well involved with Iran. But at this time, it's important to acknowledge that the revolution was about freedom for the Iranian people, and they still want that. And so at this time, they want to have a secular government. They want a government where they can choose their leaders, where they can be free to practice the religion they want, as opposed to living under a theocracy.
Now more than ever, it is critical that we continue to support the democratic aspirations of the people of Iran that have been denied for so long. And in doing so, we must condemn the Iranian regime's human rights abuses against dissidents and minorities and stand with the people of Iran who continue to hold legitimate and peaceful protests against the oppressive and corrupt regime. This Congress, I joined 249 bipartisan colleagues in co-sponsoring House Resolution 118, which expresses this sentiment and emphasizes the importance of democracy, human rights, and holding human rights abusers in Iran accountable. As the ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee on Europe, Energy, and the Environment and Cyber, I remain committed to ensuring the United States stand in support of recognizing the rights of the Iranian people and their struggle to establish a democratic, secular, and non-nuclear Iranian republic.
We say no to Shah's single-party dictatorship, no to mullah's theocracy, and yes to democracy and a Republican form of government. I am proud to be a co-sponsor of House Resolution 118 to express support for the Iranian people's desire for a democratic, secular, and non-nuclear Republic of Iran. And I support the resolution's condemnation of violations of human rights and state-sponsored terrorism by the Iranian government. Thank you again for allowing me to virtually greet you, and I wish to be with you in person next time. In the meantime, please be well.
With a decimated economy and suppression of human rights, the Iranian regime continues to ignore domestic priorities. Instead, they're duly focused on oppressing their citizens, funding terror, ballistic missile testing, and the development of their nuclear program. This blatant disregard for the well-being of their citizens shows Iran's rulers for what they are: tyrants enriching themselves and expanding their power at the expense of the people they govern. It's why I proudly support HRES 118 and legislative proposals that stand against the oppressive rule and aggressive behavior of the mullahs. To all those watching, we support the Iranian people in their pursuit of democracy and holding the Iranian regime accountable for its many abuses. Thank you for all you do to confront this corrupt regime and support the Iranian people who are dedicated to creating a true republic.